Well, here we are. It's been a little bit, like 8 or 9 months, I think, since my last video. But here we are for our second episode of Minecraft. And well, since the last episode, it has been a little while. And believe it or not, this is the same world. So I didn't rewatch the last video, which I think was recorded a couple years ago at least, to see where I left off. But if I remember, I think I was showing my progress, and I had given up finding a mesa like this, but I searched for a little while longer, and I found it. So here we are. Now, since it has been a little while since my last video, I'm going to use also this video to just give a little bit of an update as far as what I'd like to do with the channel and what to expect, if anything, and just a little update in general. So, started a new job like 9 months ago, and that kind of subverted, is that the word I'm looking for? Subverted kind of my intended progress with the channel and some of the things I was trying to do. But it's not like overwhelmingly busy. It's just one of those life changes. It's kind of like hard to add a whole lot of new variables into your life when you start something like that. So, but I'm going to try to get back into it. It's got so many other things going on, so many other priorities that YouTube channel kind of just took a back seat. But going to try to get things going back again, maybe some more GeoGuessr. I'd really like to do more music kind of stuff. Maybe just some just playing guitar, just random like riffs or songs or solos I come up with. I'd like to do some covers, but those also kind of end up being a little bit harder in a way, because you either gotta re-record all the backing stuff yourself, or find, do just a solo instrumental version of it, or find a version of the song somehow that maybe doesn't have the guitar, or re-edit it and remove the guitar somehow. That doesn't always work very easily, but so maybe we'll do some more original stuff. We'll see. But just in general, just kind of want to get things going again, just keep the channel active. Just something fun for me to do. I don't know if I'll do too many more of like the video essay kind of stuff I had been doing. Those take quite a bit of work and planning and just kind of getting the right mindset for those, but we'll see. Who knows? Not really placing any limits on myself. But oh yeah, got some tea today. Been steeping some loose leaf. Let's get this going. Stir it up. Tsar Nicholas II premium Russian tea. Picked this up at a Russian grocery store up in Fairfax, Virginia. It's pretty good. It's kind of like a little more floral Earl Grey kind of a vibe. It's really good. I like it a lot. So maybe we'll do some tea related stuff on the channel. I don't know how I'd do that, but I think that'd be fun. Maybe just like a hodgepodge tea review of like 5 different teas for a video. Kind of get my thoughts on each one. Maybe something like that might be easy. But who knows? Anyway, let's do a little tour of the world. So I don't believe the last video I did showing kind of what was going on was way off over there. And since finding that, it's not really too far away. I really just stopped just shy of this mesa that I'd been looking for. But now that I found it, kind of planted myself here and just been expanding. Really done a lot of work lately. In the past few weeks, just really progressed a lot. But I've been working on this world here for several years, I think. Really ever since that video came out. I can't remember how long ago exactly. But I guess I'll just start kind of right here at my main sort of base area, and then just kind of go around, do a little tour of the town, sort of city I've got building right here. A lot of construction is currently in progress, but we'll just kind of see what we got. So first thing here, Lord Chubb's Manor. That's me. I don't know if a manor can be underground, but this one is, so deal with it. Yeah, this took a good while. This was like just kind of figuring out how to like size up this to get the stairs right. But I think it looks pretty cool. I've always liked, whenever I've played games like this, whether it's Minecraft or Terraria, I've always liked building underground. Maybe it's because I can kind of have a little more freedom in the fact that or maybe I don't have to worry about what the exterior looks like, so I can just build underground freely. Maybe it feels a little more cozy, who knows. So yeah, this is kind of the bottom of my little manor here. It's not huge yet. I really should expand it more, but because I kind of focused my efforts on the surface for now, but this was kind of the first area I really worked on in the town. Storage room, nothing crazy, pretty typical. Crafting, spell book stuff, or enchanting book, Nothing crazy over here, pretty typical. Just kind of kept this section a little functional. This is all kind of a messy chaos. Got everything loosely labeled, but it is what it is. Let's go to this here next. So I'm pretty proud of this. This did take quite a while. Sort of working on like a little, I don't know what you would call this, little sort of royal hallway to my throne room. Kind of did some stained glass windows with some water going behind it. I was pretty proud of this. This did take quite a while. Get the glowstone to kind of illuminate everything. The sort of cooked terracotta, I forget what they call it. Let's see. Or glazed terracotta, that's what it was. Let's see if I can place this back right. There we go. Always liked those blocks. I thought they did a good job making these. Some of them look kind of weird and don't really fit, but a lot of them like this look really good, I think. So go through here. And for a while, I had just stopped here, and this was all just, underground, like mesa. But sort of resumed this maybe like a year after making it, or all that, but yeah, pretty cool. Kind of did a similar theme here with lava. That was a lot of fun. Got the darkened glass there to kind of give a little, shade to it. This is not really finished. I want to maybe put something right here. Not sure what. You could do like some of those armor stands or something. I don't know, or like some kind of something over here. It needs more. Kind of like a throne, but pretty cool room. Probably bigger than it needs to be, but is what it is. I really like the lava windows. I thought those were pretty cool. All right, so back out of here. Always liked large rooms in Minecraft. Okay, and this is kind of the hallway leading to my bedroom that I made here. And not really sure why. I just went with the hallway theme in Minecraft, but I guess you don't see a lot of intentionally designed hallways. Usually it's just a long corridor or something, or one room leads immediately into the next, But I thought this was pretty cool. I don't know what I have under there. I'm turning my head under to try to look under there a while. Not sure what I have under there to lighting it up. Maybe it's just torches or like a shroom light, but looks pretty good. This is my town flag, official flag. Tried to post that on around the city I've got. And this is also fairly recent. This is within the last year, I think, that I made this. But yeah, I really liked this. I thought the wood and the red carpet really looked great together. Little closet in here. Not really a lot going on in there. Little reading, cozy corner with some bookshelves. Fireplace. And I'll show something up. This actually leads outside, so you can kind of see the smoke coming up. But yes, I play on peaceful. I don't worry about mobs unless I have to. get a resource, I'll turn it on. But not really why I play Minecraft. I don't really play for the survival aspect. Sort of have some little, I guess what you would call these sconces. Is that the right term? But I thought these were pretty cool. They don't really provide a lot of light, so I did put these in here. But yeah, so there's that. And that's all I have for my Manor underground dungeon right now. Really haven't done a lot. Most of what I've done has been on the surface. I think partially it's I don't really know where I would build, what direction I would build in. I would have to either do some kind of offshoot down here, or maybe in a part of the hallway, you know, make a hallway splitting off from this hallway, or in here, or just dig farther down. But haven't figured that out yet. I'm really worried about it. But maybe in the future, maybe we'll see that in a future video, depending on what I decide. These are my lamps, my street lamps that I've designed for my town. I think they look pretty cool. Kind of looked up online to get some other ideas to see what other people had done, and kind of came up with this based on how people were making theirs. So this is my most recent construction project. This is fairly new. The Chubbopolis Post Office. Yes, that's my town name, Chubbopolis. There's our flag. Yeah, made this. This is fairly new. Pretty simple, nothing crazy. Kind of been using this design lately with roofs, where you pick like a half block and then put like some kind of beam going across. I think that looks really cool. This is a new like block that they have, or item. I don't know if it's called a block, but you can place it on the wall. It's like a shelf, and you can put items in there. Like you could do a whole stack or just single items. I kind of do it for more aesthetic, but I guess you could, if you wanted to make it a little more functional, just have like a tool or something on the wall you just quickly grab off. But that's how I use them. I think it looks cool. Maybe like little envelopes ready to be mailed or something. So that's the post office. Kind of build some more road here for when I inevitably go that way. I guess let's go that way last. So this is one of my favorite projects that I've made. This is my train station, sort of, or minecart station. But I kind of have it themed like a train station. Angel Station welcomes you. Little kind of ticket office here. The Angel Station flag, Chubbopolis flag. Ticket booth, please insert ticket. There you go. Thank you for writing. This goes, we're not going to ride it all the way over there because it's not really, I don't know where my minecart for there went, but I'm not going to worry about that. That goes to the other side of this mountain here. I haven't really built much that way. That took forever to go across there. It takes a long time to ride and took even longer to build. Track going all the way to the other side of that mountain, but is what it is. I also built this little watchtower thing in the top of this. That was like clear to open naturally, and I was like, that looks like a cool place to put like a hideout or something. So I did that. There's like some stairs leading all the way up. Nothing really in there, but just thought it was cool. Sometimes I like to go up there and gaze on my creation. This goes to my kind of like farm resource area. We can go ahead and ride that actually, because that's really the only thing over there is my farm, and I've got like a couple buildings. But we can go check that out and then come right back. Sometimes I like to see how many of these things I can break on the way over. We like to keep ourselves occupied around here. I don't know why I carry a sword around since I'm playing it peaceful, but it just feels right. So yeah, this is Angel Substation A. And get your ticket booth here again. Much smaller building because it's a substation. And this is kind of like another watchtower fort kind of thing. I was pretty happy with this design where you can kind of, you're down inside of it, but then you can kind of go up and look out. Yeah. Very cool. I kind of wish I had built it taller because it's pretty short for a watchtower, but you can kind of see in the distance from the town. Yeah, nothing really going on much over here, just some resources. Got like a bee area. Those are pretty useful. Bamboo. I was trying to build like a concrete maker thing where, you know, you drop the, I don't know how you guys got out. Where you drop like the, I think they're just bursting out of it because there's so many of them. Yeah, they just fly out and land on one or the other. Interesting. Get more eggs. Where you drop the concrete powder in and it hardens. You get the regular concrete block, but that kind of didn't work. I kind of just do it manually now, which is probably faster, even if it is tedious. Yeah, I might as well go back. Yeah, that's really all that's going on over here. I'll come over here if I need to farm a tree or something, or plant some saplings to get a certain type of wood. On our way back. Some good views out here, I've noticed. There's a really great spot to watch the sunset over there, and it'll rise over there. Very nice views. So yeah, that's my little train station kind of thing. Angel Station office in here. Kind of a hideout. Go ahead and turn it to day. And this, I stumbled across this by accident. I did not really intend for this to happen, but this, while I was building this hideout down here, I noticed it led out right into my throne room. So I built this little secret entrance. It got some sticky pistons, which I only recently got those because I actually built a slime farm underground. But yeah, I thought that was cool. Funny little convenience there. I guess I didn't really build down far enough, as I thought. All right. So then I built this gigantic church cathedral thing. Kind of a courtyard deal going on. It's kind of, I think the term I might use is like gaudy. It's very big, and it kind of takes up half the town. I still think it's cool, but it needs something. These kind of look like skyscrapers, which is kind of neat, but it needs something else. It's almost too big to actually see the top where there's more design going. But this is also slightly unfinished. Guest register, as every church should have. This goes up here. Again, nothing up here. I was thinking about making kind of like a library or study kind of office space. I do want to build another church, but like maybe a smaller one that's not quite as monolithic. But it is what it is. Restroom. Yeah, right now you just got to go on the floor. But this is a very primitive, older church, so maybe you could just dig a hole in the ground. Maybe that'd be more time period accurate. But the inside, I was fairly proud of the inside. It is very dark. I might add some lighting in here at some point, but I kind of like the darkness. It makes it a little bit more mysterious. The pews. This makes it look a little bit cultic, but hey, that's part of the charm. So, got a cross up there. I don't think I did it. Yeah, I didn't do anything to that window, but for such a huge church, it only has 5 rows of pews. So I guess I could add more. I could scoot them up, or you put another row in. But it is what it is. For the second or third time I've said that this video. We're chilling. We're not thinking too hard about this video today. Kind of getting back into things easily. All right. Yeah, so this is one of my most favorite projects that I've made. Chub Chub's Chinese restaurant. I had to make a Chinese restaurant. I was very happy with how this came out. Very happy with how it came out. Got to use black, red, and gold, make it look pretty, Eastern. Got these kind of standing tables, big center table, booths. Been using these things kind of to look like cash registers, and they kind of, I think, do a good job. Get the menu. You can buy bamboo to eat, a fish, an egg, a golden apple, and a flower thing. Kitchen, we'll get to that. Have one of those places where you can kind of just sit at the grill, Those are always fun. Barrels, kitchen. Probably something else I could do back here to make it a little more kitchen-esque, but this is what it is. So, back door. We'll go to right here. Oh, actually, this is my mine. Nothing really in here, just goes straight down again. I don't know where my mine cart went, but this was actually the first building of Chubbopolis. This was my sort of like base fort home that I initially settled in when I first arrived, and then I just turned it into my mine shaft, and I built that as a more permanent residence. Built a well. We got Chubbles here. He kind of keeps me company. It's just me and him in this town, and the traveling merchant that comes around now and again. But most of the time, it's just me and Chubbles. This also doubles as my trash can. I kind of just throws things in here, and I don't have since it's deep enough, I don't have to worry about picking them up, and they just kind of disappear after a while. So we're not a super green city here at Chubbopolis. This was cool. I was pretty happy with how this came out. Kind of have this weird open pyramid like thing. I don't know what shape you would call this, but I thought this was very cool. This took forever to make. This, like, 'cause you have to fill in all this water manually. It doesn't just flow out evenly. To get it to lie flat, you have to put maybe 100 buckets of water in. So, yeah. Haven't really done much in the Nether. I just go in there just to get resources. But maybe I'll build something in there at some point. Put together this gas station. This didn't take too long. Ignore the bed. That's just for when I'm working over there. Made these gas pumps. I thought these were kind of cool. I was pretty impressed with how these came out for all the cars that don't come through Chubbopolis. Not really unfinished, but just kind of ran out of ideas for how to spruce up this place. I guess I could put some of those shelf things here. I didn't even know those existed until a couple weeks ago, but I could probably do a little more in here. Just I haven't. This is my most, other than the post office, which I kind of built while working on this. This is my most recent project and my most expansive yet. I'm trying to build some big skyscrapers, but also a little street, town alley. It's going good so far, I think. Took out a bunch of the dirt, sand, and we'll put grass in. It comes out very brown and dark when you put grass in the desert out here. So first, I plan on making these very tall, and this takes forever to put together, but as you can see, sand, gravel, and I get the light gray dye from the flowers, so you got to make all the concrete manually, and I will probably add some more designs. I just put this diorite, polished diorite here kind of to give it a little more texture, but kind of just making them go straight up for now, and I'll probably design them a little better from the exterior a little bit better later on. Dilnert's Cafe. Let's go inside. Maybe I should make a whole, actually, that's something I want to do. I want to make a whole video discussing the word Dilnert and the etymology of the word Dilnert. What a great word. If you're not familiar with the word Dilnert, just wait, you will be. Anyway, so this is the Dillner's Cafe. This is, again, probably one of my favorite projects here. These paintings, not really sure if I want to keep these there or if I just want the open wall, but just got them hanging out there for now. Cash register again, little brewing area for like coffee or whatever. Kind of a display case with nothing displayed in it. But I've got these, like a menu kind of thing. I guess I could put maybe some of those shelves back there, but I'd have to like dig back, or maybe I don't know if it would let you put like the glass panes here and then those behind it, but I have to check that out later. Yeah, I was pretty happy with this. So, moving on. This side, I haven't really done anything. Just kind of, again, building it up alongside this one. Again, this is an active construction zone, so. Clothing outlet, pants and more. Clothing outlet. Not really a lot going on here. Kind of threw this one together pretty quickly. I liked this design right here. I thought that was kind of cool. But yeah, so this is a clothing outlet that just sells pants, but a little bit more because they also sell boots as well. Yeah, that's that. Not really much going on. Maybe I'll do a little more later on or something on the walls, but kind of just put this one together and moved on. Maybe they'll close up sometime and I'll put another business in there. Who knows? All right. Oh, yeah, I should put a sign out here for this one. I have not done that yet. This is the latest project or business to open in this street here. This is like a little... I keep using that word, little. I don't know why everything in Minecraft is little. I guess technically it is because you're only like 2 blocks high. I think you're slightly under 2 blocks high. So I guess everything is kind of small in this. I don't know what the size comparison of a block to feet or meter ratio is, but I'm sure that exists. We've got a bar here. Again, using the shelves to kind of give us some drinks here. More pews. Can you call them pews if they're in like a theater or a nightclub kind of music venue? Microphone. It's just a helmet on an armor stand. I was able to drop it half a block actually. These things are actually gravity based. So it'll sit on a half block if you drop it down, because if it's a whole block low, it's too short. And if it's sitting on one of these blocks, it's too high. So I dropped it down on a half block and it sits just right. Made some curtains here. They look a little funky, but I think it's kind of cool. You literally just carpet blocks and or wool blocks rather, and then a chain going across. Some lighting here. I discovered these. I hadn't really played with these much. The tinted glass. They actually let 0 light through. So the only light in this room is coming from here. That's just a regular, I think, oops, that was terrifying. Like gray glass block. And then these are, again, I'm not emitting any light. So the only light in here is from that lantern and the light that comes through the door here, which I don't like in Minecraft that these don't block light. I really don't like that. I wish they would actually block light. Maybe there's a mod for that. But yeah, that's what's going on here. And I think that might be it. That might be my whole town. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. Feels a lot smaller when I'm like going by each thing that I've put together over the years, but I guess they just take so long to build that when you put it together it feels a lot bigger than it actually is. But that definitely took quite a while because I had to mine all of that. Same with the concrete. All the concrete, you got to get that manually and put it together. Yeah. And right here, oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. Right here is where that smoke comes up from my chimney. Made a little vent here because I'm not trying to get carbon monoxide poisoning in my base here. But yeah, that's it. That's my Minecraft world. Like I said, gonna try to do some more videos, probably some more GeoGuessr. Those are pretty fun videos just to churn out. Don't really take a lot of effort. I'm very rusty at GeoGuessr. I have not played a lot lately, so maybe it'll be fun to watch me mess up a lot on obvious rounds, but we'll see. I really want to do more music stuff on the channel. That's kind of more what I'd like to focus on, not just like games and stuff, because those are kind of fun to just to like, you know, do every once in a while to pad out, you know, if you have gaps between bigger videos. But I'd really like to do some more music related stuff on the channel, and I've got like all the recording stuff for it. It took me a while to figure out how to get OBS to listen to Ableton when I would record through that. So now that I've got that figured out, it should be a lot smoother, and I could just record video with my phone, and I've got that set up pretty well. So just being able to play it right, that's probably the hardest part, because some of the stuff I'd like to do videos of is kind of hard to play. So I guess I just need to practice more. But yeah, that's my Minecraft world as it is in 2025. So we'll see however it goes from here. Maybe we'll do another update in a couple months, or maybe we'll just do another video where I'm just kind of building as I go and doing a video during it. But we'll see. All right. See you next time.